December, my favorite time of year. Christmas gigs abound, there's snow on the ground, and musicians across the world take to Facebook to complain about how unfair Spotify is. In this video, I'm going to address the main objections people have to Spotify, give a new framing of Spotify, and stick around to the end and I'll give you a bonus idea on how musicians can start making money on their music going into 2024. The main objections people have to Spotify are centered around money. Fans should just buy CDs instead of streaming on Spotify, or fans should switch to other streaming services that pay more per stream. Problem with this is that Spotify is an incredible product on the listener's end. For a small monthly fee, listeners can hear millions of songs. They can listen to songs on all of their devices, create playlists, have Spotify create playlists for them based on their listening. There's over 300 million active Spotify users, so it's looking at that data to try to figure out what kind of music people like you like to give you more music you might like. That was a funny sentence with a lot of likes in it. Begging your audience and fans to sacrifice the convenience of using an amazing product on their end is not a way to start a great customer-fan relationship. Why would they spend $10 on your CD when they can spend $10 a month to not only listen to your music, but listen to millions of other songs too? The second main objection people have is that they say artists should just be able to make money off of their music. The music should stand for itself. And there's a part of me that agrees with this, especially when I spend thousands of dollars recording albums and then have them get just a couple hundred streams and I make no money in return. But reality is reality, and we live in this streaming world. We live in this world where this is people's music consumption habits. So we can be victims and complain about it, or we can reframe our mindset and do something about it. So the reframing I'm going to offer is this. Instead of looking at Spotify and saying, oh, I need X number of streams to make minimum wage, or they need to pay us more for our streams, look at Spotify as a discovery platform. What I mean by a discovery platform is Spotify is a place where you can put your music up with very little barriers. The gatekeepers have gone away. Anyone can record a song and upload it to Spotify and have it available to be streamed anywhere in the world in weeks. Spotify is a discovery platform. I have somewhere between 600 and 700 monthly listeners, but some of them are in Brazil, some of them are in Australia, some of them are in France and Norway, and all these parts of the world I've never been to. These people get a chance to discover my music for the first time. They might just hear it on a playlist and keep listening to the playlist, and maybe they don't really make note of it, but if my song is good enough and grips somebody deeply enough, they might stop and go, whoa, who is this? This song is amazing. They might click on my profile and follow me, listen to my other songs. They might check me out on Instagram or go to my website. It's a place to say, hey, I was a stranger to you, and now you've got introduced to my music, and if it moved you, I got more music and stuff where that came from. Instead of complaining about how unfair the money payouts from Spotify is, flip your mindset on Spotify and view it for what it is, a place for people to check out your music for free and see if they like you.
But Danny, how am I supposed to make money as an artist if the music isn't making any money on itself?
Music is essentially free today, so if we want to make money as an artist, we have to create products with value. This is frustrating for a lot of musicians because they just want to make music and call it a day, but what we're really making beyond music is we're creating community. We're creating a personal brand and a sort of empire. A good question to ask yourself is, what things that aren't music are you really into or are you really good at? What kind of products do you like to buy and are passionate about and know more than the average person about? What kind of skills do you have? What if you're good at 3D printing figurines? You could make figurines. What if you're a good story writer and you write stories associated with the music? What if you're a great educator and you teach lessons on your instrument or on songwriting? What if you're super fashionable and you make different articles of clothing that show off a style and a culture that's associated with your music? What I've been doing with the newest music I released in fall of 2023, instead of pressing a CD that I don't feel comfortable people will buy and actually listen to, I'm writing a book on how to be creative. As I've made content to give away over Instagram and YouTube for the past few years, I've noticed people reflect back to me that my content is fun and inspiring, and that I'm creative and they're curious about how I can keep creating stuff. I've realized that people who resonate with my music and with my message want to be fun, want to be inspired, and want to be more creative. So I thought, why not write a book that's associated with my music, has QR codes to stream the music, and shows people pathways to be more inspired and be more creative and have fun in the process. The book is almost done, by the way. Click the link below to pre-order your own copy. This is a way to create value beyond the music and be a full artist, be creative beyond just making music. We don't live in a world where people buy CDs so much anymore. People don't spend money on the songs themselves, but people have money to spend on artists they love. Become an artist somebody loves and you'll start to build your music career. If you're inspired by this and want to learn more, click the link below. I have a subscription center on my website where you can get access to documents on how to be creative, music that's never been released, and one-on-one coaching time with me, as well as pre-order my new book that's associated with my album that just released. As always, if you like the video, like it, comment, subscribe, and share it with a friend who you know is too good of a musician to continue to be a victim.